objectives.
Yep.
I'll give him an objective. There you go. I hope that one counts for the production. I guess they'll have to see on the analyst desk, something to check forward to at the end of the game if that one counted or not. Because like I completed it myself.
I liked it.
You asked, what am I eating? I was like, no, that's not the. It's like the schoolyard.
I feel like I've been got, but in in a way that's not too bad.
It's pretty immature, but that's me in a nutshell.
Correct.
Alrighty, so looking up on this game, G2 can continue their undefeated streak.
Extra undefeated.
Extra undefeated. 20 straight games.
Sheesh.
Of major region teams. I love signing up stats people in production to do things that they have no capacity to do in the current situation. But I would love to know if that's the longest streak of games in major region play. Because there's been times of, like, undefeated games are very hard to do.
Yes.
Like right now, T1 was undefeated for the year, right?
Correct.
Or for the split. But they lost games. They dropped some games. For G2, I wonder, is 20 the longest?
20 is a lot of games.
I would need to look what SKT, I could finally get to actually use that name. When they won the championship in 2013, I don't know what their run was because then they went undefeated in game score in what was the winter season of OGN. It was a different format back then. They ripped off 14 straight games then. I wonder what that streak was. That would probably be the only thing that sticks out in my mind. I'm a little less familiar with LPL streaks. I'm not quite sure. Maybe there was one there.
Yeah. Don't think we can get that one checked out, but it is a good
Someone
thing for us
will figure
to
it
hunt
out.
down. Someone out there on the internet will figure it out. That's certainly true. Pretty respectful for the bands here at least. It is Pike, Wukong, Lucian, Ari, Diana, and Karthus all kicked out of the game. It is Karma back for Corporal or maybe for someone else. And we're back to Senna, and my goodness, Jankos.
I'm going to have fun, guys. Pick me Sejuani. Oh, they are doing some of that. I think that's a Scion Sentinel lane that they're telegraphing right away for the bot lane. Maybe that is still going to be flexed up the top lane or something like that. Like we were saying, expecting some fun games here, some happy games. We'll see what the draft was. We got some of that, in the previous game out of EG. Order played it mostly straight up, but then they started having some fun at the end with the Akali and the flex and whatnot.
Yep. See what happens here. I think just flashing the Nidalee there for Jankos, but Kevy is going to go out on Viego. This is his decision here for this game. No AP champ, Satch, but still excited to see his Viego once again. Kiseon Assassin will make me happy. Loved his Yone this tournament. That's definitely a Caitlyn, so that's going to go in the hands of Puma.
I just want to slap Targamas and flack it around a little bit. Like, you know what?
We're over it.
We're done. Give me Kate Karma. I might lose the game, but I will beat you in lane phase.
Yeah, but I will get a CS lead, hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll see if Jankos will have anything to say about that.
Or Caps.
Can potentially gank down there. Yeah, roams, TPs. Unfortunately not just an isolated 2v2 lane phase. See what they want to round out the first phase of their draft with.
No way.
It is.
Oh my goodness. Too much fun. You know what? I'm here for it.
I'm overloaded with joy.
You love Sejuani Scion, they're your favorite champion.
I wonder if they're going to go a full meatball comp.
Ooh, 5 tanks.
5 tanks and Senna.
4 tanks and Senna, I guess, at that point.
Tank Senna. You remember your Frozen Mallet build?
Ooh, yeah. Senna's she's pretty frustrating to kill, especially if she has any sort of additional durability. I guess, maybe Divine Thunder lifesteal counts in that regard, but you know what? We'll see what happens here for the remainder of the draft. So now what do you do, right? Because GG might do anything.
I guess you start banning tanks. If I was Order right now, I'd be like, no more.
All right, shut it off. On out of there. LeBlanc out of there.
There's been some good drafts over the history of Mimi drafts. We had a good one in North America once where they drafted an all-glacial team comp because TFT just came out.
Yeah.
That was a fun game. We'll see if there's any theme here.
Aurelia just keeping the good champs out of the hands of G2. Perhaps Kise wants to revisit on the Akali.
Banning out some of the skill champs, meaning that they're maybe going to go for something else. Not sure. No soul laners really locked in yet, assuming that this is both jungle bot lane as we're expecting. They have smiles on their face. They're cracking jokes.
Wait, okay.
The bot lane is deadly serious.
Yeah.
Targamas and Flacket are like, this is our first international competition. We gotta be serious.
Yeah, we gotta be undefeated. We don't want to lose it.
The other three
the ball.
are memeing their heads off in draft right now. The Kale, the respect ban Kale.
I mean, if you're gonna drop a lot of tanks, it's like taking away decent scaling pick seems alright, because probably not gonna get that much influence in the lane.
Yeah, I feel like I'm misleading us with this. It's like 2 picks out of 5, and I'm like, it's definitely all tanks.
Tryndamere banned, so Order, again, tough to know what to pin down, because G2, I mean, all fun and games aside, as Gwen gets locked in 4th here for G2, they are very flexible. Like, this is probably not something we'd see again, if I had to guess, but This is a team with a very deep set of champions in preparation.
Well, the other thing, too, is the flexibility of the players. We have seen G2 pass picks around all over the map. This could easily be jungle Gwen, Sejuani top. There's been periods of times where solo lane Sejuani was a thing. I think his name was Mr. Oink. He was like a top 10, top 50 challenger solo queue player who just played AP Sejuani. We'll have to see.
Fire Panther back on the Urgot, though. Could be a fun one there. I'm also now, you said the solo lane Sejuani thing, and I've put Sejuani mid into my head now.
I'm trying to make this draft cool. I'm trying to make it cool, because it's not cool right now. It's the last game for both these teams. The orders are all decided. The rankings are decided. I'm just trying to make the draft sound fun, because it doesn't look that fun right now. Dude, this is... I don't blame Order. All right?
No, not at all.
Not Order. I'm blaming G2.
Yep, I agree. They had all the opportunity in the world.
After hovering Nasus this many times, lock it in.
Now is the time.
Senna Nasus sounds busted, actually. You know what? That sounds like the greatest lane ever. Please do it. Targamas. Flackid, please.
All right, I'll take this. There we go.
All right. You know what? In terms of something, okay, Yone, the question is where's it going to go? Because normally you would say Gwen top. Doesn't seem to be the angle. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Yone mid then into the Karma. Looking like it. For Caps, I like this because Kise did play actually a pretty good Yone. I think one of the first times, maybe the first time actually, that G2 and Order met this tournament. So I like Caps kind of giving it back. You know what? Yeah, your Yone was pretty good. Watch mine. Yeah, he played the Zoe Yone matchup. They both solo killed each other. Kise gonna get a taste of his own medicine this game. Yep. Unfortunately, solo lane Sejuani was a big debate. No.
They can go back, I guess.
It's 20 seconds is the rule.
I don't have an actual clock in front of me.
Just read the bar, Pastry. He just looked at me. I don't know. I think it's actually going to just be a lane swap. I don't know if it's going to be...
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, because I don't think... I could be wrong. I don't know how Gwen into TF goes. I don't know why you would want to do that.
Well, to your point earlier, thank you, production, as well, for letting me know. It is the Silent Center. This is a Reckless Mickey X special.
Yes.
From times gone by. Probably like last year.
It was a legitimate... It wasn't that long ago. It was a legitimate meta pick within the last 2 years, this bot lane. There was a period of time where Senna comboed together with a lot of different kinds of tanks. Sion was one of them. You have this infinite stacking bot lane, which made it very annoying.
You know my favorite Senna lane? Senna Rumble.
Oh.
Senna Set was good too.
Senna Set at least had playmaking. It was fun. Maybe we'll get some Baus, all AD Sion. He's been tearing up a Korean solo queue. I've been watching those clips. Ex-Korean pro player react to the Baus solo killing them, going 2-10 in their games.
All right, well, Caps on the Gwen mid, Broken Blade on the Yone. For now, I guess we'll see if they want to change up their assignments in the lane. G2, we do praise them for their map flow and flexibility. And it is Flackid on the Sion. Targamas going to be on the Marksman, not the thing you always see.
Let me take this draft serious for a second.
Okay.
Sejuani double melee solo lanes is legitimately what you often want to pair her with. They have no magic damage, though, which is a bit of... I guess the Gwen is magic damage. I'm trolling. Yep.
One of the other great things Gwen does for your comps.
Yep. One of the things she does, one of the many, many things.
This skin, though, so loud.
I hate that Viego skin. Dude, every time that skin recalls... And they just like...
It's like the John Farnham reunion tour. It just never ends.
Oh, it's the Rolling Stones again. Mick Jagger's 90. All right, cool.
I like that we put Bandit to our different home countries.
Yeah.
With a reference they could understand.
I don't know, like a European one I can give you. Is ABBA still touring? I heard Waterloo on the way here.
Ooh. You know what? I'm an optimist. I'm going to say yes. Certainly hope so. Caps getting the Conqueror stacked up early. Kise says this is a different matchup than the one Caps had early. Had actually Yasuo into Twisted Fate. Now Gwen instead. I'm also very curious about top lane. I mean, again, we got some potential spice. We got Yenko Sejuani to power up the solo laners. We got Sion Senna. See what happens here. Should be a fun one. Ooh.
Draco's just walked up to me to show me something.
He had an infographic just for you.
I already knew. I feel insulted by him. He showed me the Senna the Senna root Sion shout combo. It's like someone that you would do with Zillion's shout and all those. I know that happens, Dracos.
It's a banger. Hopefully.
They haven't done it. I was going to save it for when they do it, but we'll keep our eye out.
He doesn't have shout yet. He just says Q.
Yep. Takes Q first. I don't know if Senna's going to take Q first as well. It'll be a minute before they get that ability unlocked. It's something else to keep our eye on.
Ignite for the Gwen, as is standard. for Gwen, even in the mid lane. Gwen, I mean, when Gwen was released, turns out Gwen was pretty good. There was actually a good amount of mid lane. Gwen's still pretty good, as it turns out, so you certainly can play it in these kind of lanes, even though you do have to endure some of the pain of range versus melee.
Yeah, it started nicely, though, with pre-level 1 chunk by Caps getting Kisei low, so he can't, like, play as aggressive level 1, because that's maybe one of your concerns would be just getting auto down with E-start stacks. Ooh, that was a nifty interaction there.
Cool.
Broken Blade just disjointed the throwback.
Yeah, it turns out Yone E kind of ignores everything.
There's more and more abilities getting added to the game that decide, like, no, my character's going to do what it wants.
Yep.
And in that case, the snapback always needs to happen. You can't stop that from going off. So good mastery of the champion Broken Blade. The best Yone top in pro play, most likely. I think that's a relatively uncontested title.
Yep.
So it's like fastest person to eat 1,000 waffles. You know, it's not like it's not like a contested title really, but it is impressive. He has an insane Yone legitimate pick that they will play, and it's making the world known about it.
It is a good time. Kisei gets a visit by Jankos. He's literally just doing some surveillance. Thumbs up there as Jankos is busy over to the other side of the rift to take the Scuttle Crab that will be his. Make sure the crabs get traded. Put some fear into Biopanther. Not a lot of fear.
Is that a dude again, or was that just the W shield that made it look like the knees going forward?
I think it might have just been something else, as Kevi spotted.
Oh, might get a 2v2 Scrapperino here.
I'll have put money on Ignite plus Sejuani if this 2v2 eventuates. I think Kisei with no mana doesn't want anything to do with that. He's going to go ahead and take his back here.
Yep, just pushing out the wave, having Kevi in his back pocket to make sure that can go smoothly, not actually looking for the 2v2. Bot lane, no surprise, getting pushed in by Kate Karma. We were talking about that being probably a quite annoying lane to play against. The CS lead in their favor would always be tough. Trying to get the farm, nice little ward there.
Yep, Broken Blade just, ooh, look at that. Beautiful transition there.
Such a big brain timing window. Gets cleared out right away, but still, Kevi forced to use his sweeper there. Also getting the vision out so he knows, okay, I could be ganked relatively soon.
Curious. And again, this ward, G2's vision continuing to poke around. I'm trying to, because we don't see these champions together very often on the G2 side.
No, I mean,
that's fair to say.
It's fair to say, but legitimately decent comp while still having fun. We were talking about some of the synergies there, the bot lane ones, the top side map, the ones. And then just how it's going to function. It's mostly you're going to try and CC and blow somebody up, Senna contributing from the backside, just shooting her ult over the top.
Yone plus Sion seems like a good time if you can line up those ultis.
Yeah, there's some wombo combo potential for sure.
Oh yeah, Sejuani out too, I guess.
Yeah, she has got a lot of CC. A lot of CC in the comp.
It's like Jungle Nautilus, look at it go.
Yep, not a ton of mobility either. I mean, if Kisei's ever out of position, he's going to get blown up.
Yep, my concerns perhaps for Caitlyn and the TF. But we'll see what happens as a nice early Infernal Drake for Order.
Yep, got the bot side pressure there. Kevi on his second clear down, cleans that one up. Going to be something that they'll be able to do probably for a fair amount of this early game. Is Corporal's got to be a little careful here.
Ambitious.
Blast cone over.
Here we go. Corporal, little too far forward. Root lands, Q lands. My goodness, it just lasts forever. The CC don't end the flash. And still, Jankos Sejuani finds another first blood.
The first blood king continues his reign. Grabs that one there.
8 for 8.
8 for 8 for G2. 6 of 8 for Targamas. I believe he got an assist on that one.
Hey, look at him go.
And I don't know what Jankos' number is. I mean, it's a battle within the team as Caps is going to get a solo kill
He
here.
has 5 of the actual kills, at least as Caps solo kills Kisei. Just popping Gwen buttons. And Twist of Fate, not a lot of health. Now getting out of the way is Caps, trying to turn it back around. Good timing on the W there, and Biopanther does hold his ulti, but I think Caps had the read.
Yeah, if he was able to land the E flip back onto Caps there, would have thrown him in range for the Viego as well. Would have been a death for Caps, but nice little sidestep, make sure it doesn't go down. Now going to continue their lead onto the top side of the map.
Going for it again. Broken Blade though here, and that's just a combo onto Kevi. And now the TF's coming in hot, but it's a 2v2 for now. Jankos going to smite away the Crab though, taking that away. Not 6 just yet. As bottom side, Corporal getting attacked, Flacket going for it again, and Senna just not all that good. As Puma going in, finds the combo! Nicely done in the 2v2 for Order.
Pumayushi finding it in the bot lane. Good setup by Corporal there. The chain CC, if you get the root off, it's very easy for the Caitlyn to put the trap under, similar to that kind of Lux lane as BioPanther's in trouble.
Dead, yeah, Broken Blade and Yankos just diving with impunity.
No time to highlight the combo in the bot lane because Broken Blade says, hey, get the camera on me.
Yeah.
Stop talking about them. Talk about me. Very quick kill. So here's something I noticed. There's a lot of highlights of G2 on the front page of Reddit right now.
Yes.
Stomping EG.
Yes.
I wonder if they can get more highlights here and we can just get the entire page to be G2 highlights of Caps fighting 1v3s.
It's one thing to go 20-0 in games and 8-0 to kick off your MSI. It's another to sweep the Reddit front page of our League of Legends. That would be quite something.
25-0.
25-0.
I think it's 20 posts, 25.
The true matchup that G2 are looking to win. I love that. Do you know what to do there out in the internet? He's had a lot of highlights. Get some replays in there. I don't mind.
I think if
we
you
can scuff
say
the rules
that,
a little.
that actually makes them have to be taken down. There's very finicky rules I've brushed up against a few times myself.
All right. You know what? Infer from what we have said. We would like to see that.
It would be cool if this happened.
It would be really cool.
But I'm not encouraging anything in particular.
I cannot, in good faith, encourage you to do something.
I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice.
But do what you wish. And if what you wish is to post, we're here for you.
We have our blessing.
Alrighty, mid lane. Kogmus is back. He's playing support to Caps now for a little bit. Caps having a good time. Darkseal charging on up. Kisei having some trouble bobbies here in mid lane in the 1v1. Yankos also has 2 kills because, you know, can't be the first blood king and not get second blood as well.
Also has the Rift Herald, going to drop that one top here, see if they can make a little play happen. Caps moving up to the top side of the map as well.
Corporal not quite there. Flaky with a bit of a dance. Having a good time on the old Scion. Broken Blade just barely out of range there for the incoming Yone ulti. Doing some damage, gets the knock up, but has to snap back. Yankos just, you know, gave it a go. Caps is on the way.
Very, very close to finding both those kills. First, Broken Blade's ult went just... He was trying to do this thing where you line it up with the wall so that you can't actually kite it out in any way. Just barely missed the tip of that one. Same case with the Yankos ultimate, so while they don't get any kills, they're going to grab that turret. G2's bot lane playing smart, backing off the wave, expecting the counter play. But it will be first turret for them.
Yep, Rift Herald, of course, going to make that nice and easy. Broken Blade and Yankos. I mean, really, the G2 top side that's been very impressive all tournament long. Off to the races here with some extra gold funneled through. It is definitely going to be Puma and his Caitlyn to try and carry Order through these next stages of this game. So far, so good, but G2 up 2,000 in total, and they're even going to get the second charge here on the tier 2.
Yeah, Caitlyn lanes, Caitlyn Karma, Caitlyn Lux, that kind of thing. Always wants to have tempo in the game. You want to break your turret first. You want to start moving around the map, dictating the pace. Problem is now that G2 has already dropped that top lane turret. They also have triple TP on their side. One of the things Caitlyn lanes have to be careful when they're perma pushing is the TPs behind them. It's one of the best ways to exploit that. And so that is what Order will have to look out for after they break the spot lane turret, but it's still not even that close to happening. 3 plates up, and already G2's grabbed their first turret.
Yeah, Kraken Slayer up for Puma. Almost 1,000 gold clear of the Scion, thanks to their laning, but not there yet, as you mentioned. Obviously, you have the TF as well to maybe join in, try and accelerate that, really open things up for the Order duo, but Kisei's just been perma-pushed in by Gwen, as Caps has been relentless in his assault of your minion waves. Order grouping here, trying to find something. There is a dragon up to play with for. Kogmus eating a big chunk of poke there from Corporal, as Order lining up here for a 5v5.
Yeah, they want to fight this. They do have, both teams, relatively normal 5v5. Sounds as funny as they say about G2's comp, it is still a 5v5, is Caps.
Oh, goodness!
I mean, Broken Blade, he wanted to do the same thing where you use your jump forward, then you're going to snap back. Don't worry about it, but you can still die in that window. Got a little over-aggressive there. We're seeing the duality of Broken Blade come through. He's been incredible when it matters. Made some oopsies, and they're usually not big ones, but this will give up Dragon. Continue the stacking for Order.
Have to worry about it when it happens. As Kisei in a spot of bother, flashes out of the way, and Order feeling fine. 2 dragons, Hex Soul up for grabs eventually as Kisei is in a spot of bother. Jukes the stun, but the slow's still there, and Kisei is going to fall. Caps finds it there as Kevin going to get dove on in. And that should be enough. Ignite is good there. Yankos actually with enough damage on the end of it all to make it happen. And BioPanther getting things blocked, finds him, puts him in the Vitamix. And BioPanther's going to find the kill.
Not done yet. Maybe they are. Not going to get that kill. BioPanther, like you said, nice Flash forward to make sure he was able to get that onto Jankos, grind him up in the gears, have him pork for dinner.
Unfortunately, G2 still pushing at the back end of it all. I mean, it was nicely lined up. Puma feeling pretty strong, had the Master Guard Mythic item all done, ready for this fight. But unfortunately, G2, they always look for an angle. They always find it.
Yeah, Jankos dusting off the Sejuani right now, practicing the ultimates this game. Very intelligent to get this practice game in. Yep. He'll find some big ones later. Not this case, though. Still such an advantage fight for them. Able to find these 2 quick kills. Corporal does kite this out. Biopanther with the flip back underneath the turret. Flash ult forward, land the point blank one. So it's very easy to finish him off. Still ends up a 2-for-1 in G2's favor. Like you said, almost drops the mid lane turret. Gets 4 plates.
Broken Blade still fighting. Ulted there by Caitlyn. Ulties defensively to get himself out of the way, and will do so successfully.
Skirting on out of there. Gets to keep himself alive. G2 looking pretty good. 3K gold lead. Gotta say. EG had a bigger one at this point in the game.
Oh, true. Definitely true. Driftmaker for
Copium.
Quinn. Yep.
So, what can Order do from here? I think the Dragon stacking is their best avenue.
Yep.
You're probably not going to be able to match the Gwen, Yone in the side lanes very easily. I like this trade here, pinning Broken Blade up. Does have flash.
Want to get a kill here by Panther, ready with the ulti once again. Here's Corporal. Gets the root started there, but Broken Blade with a very nice bit of dancing out of there. Does have flash, doesn't have ulti, but he flashes out now. Is it late? No, the ulti just barely gonna miss. Kevy is gonna get the possession. Dips on out of there with the E, but he's gonna have to go back to the same place there. Puma also roaming up here. Kevy waiting, buying his time. Now goes back there. And Targamas, I just don't think he can do it. Viego ulti out of there. Nice little dive there for Order.
Kevy, nice footwork on the stolen Yone, knowing some mastery over that kit, hopping away from the knockup, then being able to kite out after he snaps back. Does get the kill, but during that time, even though they got the single kill and they'll grab this Rift Herald most likely, G2 is just pushing away down the bot side, grabbing some more turrets.
I am scared of Caps' Gwen. 2-0-1.
You can stop that sentence.
I am scared of Caps.
Yes.
He terrifies me. That thing, it terrifies me.
I'm not going to work
Caps'
any more
face.
Elden Ring quotes in, but I missed a really good one when he had that 1v3, the Melania quote of "You will know true horror," or whatever. You'll witness true horror.
I have witnessed true horror.
Because that was true horror. Caps will absolutely style anyone at the drop of a hat, no matter how outplayed you think you have him.
Yep,
he finds a way back in.
He is always 5 steps ahead. Great to watch. Frustrating to play against, I'm sure. But a treat so far here is G2 still looking to roll things forward. Nice and steady here. Broken Blade's just sending it every play, which I respect. But don't quite have the tower just yet. That's a beautiful route there into the queue out of Sion. Gonna have to get out of there. Does have enough health to escape. Flacket gonna zip on out with the Sion ulti.
The classic coward charge.
Coward!
Yeah.
It's me.
Yep. Running away, staying healed up there. It does bait some cooldowns out, but with the loss of pressure and the Rift Turtle in the back pocket, this is actually going to allow Order to grab their first turret of the game down the mid lane. Important to break that one for TF, so it'll give their Kate Carmeline something to push against. Stay mid, kind of keep G2 pinned up. Though G2's comp is very happy to have angles to flank you on.
Yes, I mean, we've seen this already, right? G2's map play very, very good, but Order do have a plan, right? Have the dragon stacking, have this Caitlyn that's getting stronger. If Order can just find some 5v5s, Kevy feels bad, man. Trying to channel the Hex Gate, getting interrupted by the Dawning Shadow as Caps is gating all the way. Onto Kevy here. There's a recall in the top shrubbery. Jankos is going to interrupt that real quick, and Puma will miss you. You are dead. And the collection goes to Broken Blade. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Got to get some CS on the way out as Kevy does at least escape. Guess they're going to have to Everfrost the Sion because it is spooky.
During this time as well, Biopanther's down the bot side, just shoving away. Might be able to grab this turret. And there's a TP for Broken Blade, and we are officially unleashed now. So maybe he'll go onto one of those wards. Biopanther's going to respect that, actually back off. Caps grabs the top turret, ends up in their favor. Nice double interrupt by Targamas to start that one out.
Looks like we don't have time to grab. Oh, yeah.
Didn't even look closely at this. It's Flacket on the Sion. I just totally assumed that Marksman plays Marksman Champion.
No, he's a Sion gamer. Look at him go. Tower on bottom side. I think he's going to die to casting minions. They do indeed give the assist. But this is the thing I was wondering about. G2, perfect timing. You know, Caps is pushing around. They're kind of having a bit of fun, but still on the money. Make sure to shut down the dragon snowballing. And now this game feels really challenging for Order because the obvious way to attack this game has now been taken away.
Yeah, the interrupt on the when Caps is trying his best to get out of here. Good use of the Hex Gate.
Hex Gates are awesome.
They are one of the best additions to the game in a long time.
Big agree.
There have been a lot of things added structurally to the map to try and make things more interesting. Alcoves, fun idea. Very little practical use case. There was a time where turrets shot laser beams from the inhibitor turrets.
That was exciting.
It was odd. But this one actually has functional use case, and I really like it.
I like it too. I also like G2 just shoving down mid. Puma's like, wait a second, I'm trying to cut this wave.
Hello, team?
Hello? Where are you? They're busy. They're still hitting it. All right, they're done. The wave's gone.
Doinking away for 90 damage in auto or something there onto Jankos. Jankos and Blackhead, two beefy boys that the Caitlyn's gonna need help to get through.
Yeah, Kraken Slayer done, but still needs a bit more to make sure we can crack through these frontliners. Again, even though G2 are right now looking to play the 1-3-1 very happily here with their triple TP, with their Gwen, with their Yone, they can also put together a 5v5, which I think was the frustrating thing for Order, losing their access to the Dragon. But still, the plan has to remain somewhat similar.
We're going.
Looking for a pick. Faulty going for it. Flakkid, not the target you're looking for, unfortunately, but I think the only one in range.
Only one he could go for. Targamas popping the miss, scooting away. Not really good angle there, so nice.
Caps is looking for something.
Standing there menacingly.
Panther says no. Kevy's with the wraparound. Caps popping the shot, but it's going to wear off in a moment. But Jankos cutting him off at the pass. It's Kise that eats the Sejuani ulti to the face. Jankos has fully calibrated the ability, and Kise goes down.
Locked in onto Kise, blows him up. Caps had pulled Order apart from the mid lane of play into the jungle, and they got some very strong zone control on G2 side, finding the snipe there, get that kill, continue this snowball.
I'm starting to wonder, what does G2 have in mind for this game? Because obviously the confidence level has to be brimming. And this draft is relatively serious, but there has some spice to it. So I wonder, is G2 just playing the pace of this game this way because they're confident in their ability to do that, or are they trying to set up something specific? Do they have bounties they're looking to succeed with?
I think they just want to win the game.
They're trending in the right direction, if that's the case.
I'm not sure there's much on their mind beyond that. Maybe try and make some highlight plays. Caps might need to make one here.
Dips on out. Kevy though with a good follow. Keeps on fighting. Can't 1v1 though. Dawning Shadow going to help out. And Caps on a killing spree. Something I've said a lot today and throughout the week, as it is a nice ulti there onto Biopanther. Tanky but not tanky enough. Corporal though, with the shield's going to try and heal him up, and they don't have the damage yet because Yone is going to go back to see his people as Corporal caught out there. Jankos going for it. Not going to go over the wall though.
They do get one kill on the jungler, force the rest back, and it is in the top side of the map. You see question mark pings already going down from Order because they know what to expect. There is a Baron on the map, just spawned. Perfect timing for G2.
Good tanks here for G2, good damage as well, and we are going to have to go and tussle for the 20-minute Baron here. G2, no vision for Order, as you can see. Kise just completed the rapid-fire cannon, but it is too little too late by the looks of things. Kevy nowhere near the objective, and in we go! Caps on a rampage, Jankos with the Baron, and now it's a 5v4 here for G2, as they are just running it down with the Scion ulti, taking out Corporal. Puma now the next target there as Biopanther is fighting for his life, but Senna will grab the double kill as Targamas is getting bloodthirsty, and that stun still lands on the Kevy. He will get out as Puma also in trouble, and G2 just keep on rolling, looking like they're going to be undefeated here at MSI.
Get some stop spam from Flakkid there as well, grabbing a bunch of kills. Puma, not quite safe. G2 has decided not to look for the objectives.
Boss music has begun. Kevy, dead. Caps there unstoppable. The ace is on the table. Corporal back up from there, but it's unofficial. Will still count it. Puma gonna go down to the center. And Caps is in the enemy base because of course he is.
Yeah, gonna get gold carded. Stopwatches it.
He's gonna live comfortably. Comfortably. Caps, gold card again. Gwen is immune. Out we go.
Comfortably out of there. The chonky boys of G2 being able to tank the turrets, find a bunch of those kills.
Nice cozy. Cozy Caps there on the Gwen.
Yep, Dragon spawning in 20 seconds. They're pinging. I wonder if they're going to go for a reset or if they're just going to stay on the map, keep fighting.
Jankos takes a while to kill. Ooh, he's going for the solo. Wow! Sejuani damage. Nice under the squishy karma.
As you know, the chem tank Sejuani, of course, has insane one-shot potential. You have to be very careful there.
Much like Chem Tank Akali of old. Same champion. Exactly the same. They got a dash, they use the thing, they do AP damage.
You're not wrong.
Flacket aligning his drifting technique on Scion there. Couldn't quite find an angle though.
Spitting facts. Objective bounties are on the board, so Order have a clean avenue back into the game from here, clearly.
If G2 throw a Baron, which right now they have not done. This Rebel Baron power play looking nice. Plus 5k and change and more to come. Still a minute left with the power up.
Yeah. Also have the Dragon up. We'll see if they want to just push up or go for the Dragon. Order, last game of the tournament, will be going home after this one. Tried to take a unique look at the draft, did not work. With a number of teams at the end of this week flying on home. Time to figure out what movies on the flight.
Oh yes, it's a long flight back to Australia.
From Korea? I have no idea.
Oh, from Korea, that's true. Okay, it's not that bad. I mean, look, everywhere is far from Australia. That's thing number one. Unless you're going to like New Zealand, everything is far. Everyone's like, Japan's are close. I'm like, yeah, it's a 10-hour flight. Is Kisei in trouble? Broken Blade diamond on in, and Caps dominating. Unsurprisingly, as Broken Blade's gonna zip back. Kisei now dead. It's a double kill for Gwen. Is it a Penta angle perhaps here? Caps doesn't have one of those yet, has he? There's a triple in the sides. Flacket's gonna nick it. And it's not gonna be happening. It's just gonna be G2 in style, swarming through Order's base. 8-0, 20-0. G2 looking good here at MSI.
420 G2 blazing its smoke in the competition. Order blown up this game. Last one, it's also matching the number of game win streak. G2 is on 20-game win streak. Confirmed. Don't take this kill. Let him live. Make it. Keep the score.
Keep the score alive. Keep the death low. Caps as G2 take a bow. Finishing off their group undefeated. The first team to hit that mark.
8-0 through group stage. Absolutely dominant as well. Only tested a few times, but they show their prowess, making sure none of these games got away from them and cement themselves as one of the biggest teams to watch through the rest of this tournament. They had an absolutely incredible run. Them and T1 are probably, and RNG are going to be the three that everyone's going to be looking. I think with how dominant each of the Pool 1 seeds have looked, that's going to be a big matchup, seeing how they all stack up against each other. I think Caps looks in particularly rare form.
Ridiculous.
For even his own standard.
Yeah.
He looks like the most dominant